Yo, what's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of September 2018. Aquarius, a lot of different stuff going on in your life. And looks like you got some options too in the month of September 2018. Your central energy is the Queen of Cups. So not all Aquarians have an important water sign in their life, but some of you do. And the Queen of Cups is, well, if you're not familiar with tarot, then you probably don't know that it's not about the gender. A Queen of Cups can be a man or a woman, but it's definitely somebody who is a water sign. So it's either a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And they're coming up as your central energy in the month of September 2018. So, who in your life is an important water sign? Is it somebody who you're interested in romantically? If not, maybe it's somebody in your family. For others of you, it might be somebody at work. But there is somebody in your life who is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio who's coming up as a central focus in your life in the month of September 2018. Now, if you can't think of anybody who's a water sign, then these might be characteristics that you're exuding throughout the month of September 2018. And, Queen of Cups in the reverse would suggest that, like I said, if it's not about somebody, then, maybe some of you you're kind of lacking compassion a little bit. So maybe you need to be more compassionate about a certain situation that's happening in your life. And I feel that has a lot to do with your challenge card this month, and you have the Queen of Swords, which is obviously you. Queen of Swords, once again, could be a man or a woman, doesn't matter about the gender, it's all about the suit, and the swords are the suit of air. That's Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, potentially for some of you, but I feel like this is you big time, Aquarius, in the month of September 2018. You might be getting in your own way a little bit. And, Queen of Swords in the challenge position would suggest that some of you are using your intelligence in a way that's sort of cruel. So, once again, lack of compassion, using your intelligence in a way that's sort of cruel. So that might be causing some conflict in your life, Aquarius, because you have the Five of Swords as one of your cards that's crowning your reading. So I'm going to jump over here real quick. You have the King of Pentacles in the reverse in your near future. And some of you might have an important earth sign in your life. So who are the earth signs in your life, Aquarius? They could be Taurus, could be Virgo, could be Capricorn. So any of the aforementioned, some of you really do have an important earth sign in your life. The fact that the card is upside down would suggest, well, especially like for you Aquarians who are single, what's the challenge here? Like, why can't you just make it happen with this person? Is there some sort of obstruction maybe that's happening that's stopping you from being able to, really just move forward with who you want to be with? And some of you potentially, some of you want to be with a water sign. Some of you want to be with an earth sign. Maybe you have options. Some of you have options. I especially feel that this applies to single Aquarians. Now you have, in your distant past, you have the Tower card, which is in the reverse, and that's a good card to have in the reverse. In the upright, not good. I mean, upright Tower is like, it's not that it's not good, but it's Tower in the upright is more like there's ready to be a massive shift in your life. Like you're just going from one stage of your life to the next. But the Tower in the reverse would suggest the opposite of that. The Tower in the reverse would suggest you are able to avoid some sort of major upheaval. And what's interesting about these past cards is, sometimes the energies are indicative of the past, or they are coming back in for the month that I drew them for. So this one I drew the Tower for you in the reverse card. Well, the cards come out of the deck on their own, but either way, the Tower card came out in the reverse, and the fact that it's in the reverse is good, because if that energy is coming back in the month of September 2018, that shows that you have the ability to avoid some kind of major upheaval. And it's interesting, because if you look at this card, you're on this card. There's you. See the lightning right there? I mean, Aquarius rules electricity. I mean, even if you look at the actual symbol of what your sign is, the symbol of your sign is electromagnetic waves, and you have the electric right here. It just looks exactly like that. So, you are the one, your ruler is Uranus. So you are the one that, delivers the shock and like brings the shake up. So, that's what some of you do. Sometimes. I'm not saying that all of you do. It doesn't look like you're going to be doing that in the month of September 2018. In your recent past, you have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is inspiration, it's creativity. So, maybe some of you were feeling inspired recently, and maybe some of you were feeling sort of creative, and maybe some of that energy is coming back a little bit in the month of September 2018. That's great energy to have. I mean, the Ace of Wands would suggest a new beginning is possible. So don't rule out the idea for those of you who are looking to have a new beginning in your life. Not all of you are, but some of you are. And if you are, new beginnings are possible with the Ace of Wands, especially if that energy, like I said, it could be indicative of the recent past, or maybe some of that energy is coming back in. But, just to go back to the cards that are crowning your reading, I mean, it's like some of you have some good options, but you're just kind of getting in your own way. Queen of Swords is you. You're challenging yourself. You're not being compassionate. It's causing conflict in your life because you're not being compassionate about a certain situation that exists somewhere in your life. Some of you are trying to take too much control of things. When the King of Pentacles comes out in the reverse, it would suggest that you're being like too domineering or overly controlling. And you also have the Judgment card in the reverse at crowning your reading, which suggests in the month of September 2018, it's like, I'm not saying all of you do, Aquarius, but some of you you're failing to examine something about yourself. It's like you really could just see something about yourself and be like, okay, yeah, maybe I can do this different, or maybe I can make this change, or about myself, you know what I mean? But some of you are just like being stubborn, and you're refusing to examine yourself. There might be something about yourself that if you made a change, it would be beneficial for you. Maybe you could start having some success with some options that you have in your life. For some of you. And you have the Chariot card here. So I mean, you have so many cards here that are, the Chariot in the upright would suggest control. King of Pentacles in the reverse would suggest controlling. You're trying to control too much, Aquarius. You have to trust that everything in life is meant to be. So just let life happen sometimes, Aquarius. I mean, he's driving, so he, she, whoever. Take your hands off the wheel a little bit and let a higher power guide you. So for some, I'm the one who discovered the use of life path numbers in tarot. No other tarot reader has ever done this before. I'm the only one. I've watched so many tarot videos, and no tarot readers have ever used the life path numbers in their tarot readings. And this is somebody in your life, for some of you. I'm not saying it's all of you. It's very specific. Some of you have someone who's a life path number 7. Who's important in your life. So think about it, Aquarius. Who in your life is life path number 7? And if you want to know, then, right above the comments section in this video, there's a link I put there. So you just have to click on the link, and it goes to a video that I recorded. It's a tutorial of how to take someone's date of birth and use their date of birth to find out what their life path number is. And if you watch that video, you will be able to use, if you know someone's date of birth and you're interested to know, are they life path number 7, then you can use that formula to find out if they are life path number 7. And potentially this is somebody who could be pretty important in your life. And, very specifically, it's either somebody in your life who's life path number 7, or very specifically, some of you are actually the life path number 7, very specifically. And this Chariot card could also suggest that, some of you just want to you're an energetic person, Aquarius. Some of you might just want to just get in your car and go somewhere. Maybe you're getting a little bit stir crazy. I mean, one of the outcome cards for this month, September 2018, for you Aquarius, is like an overcommitment to your home life potentially. So maybe some of you are feeling like, I just want to go somewhere. Maybe just get in your car and go somewhere potentially for some of you. Very specifically, select few of you might see the wings. Someone might be flying somewhere. That's really specific. Obviously, it's very specific to say not all Aquarians are going to be flying somewhere in the month of September 2018, but if you are, then the Chariot card is suggestive of travel of some sort. And right above that you have the Hanged Man in the, or excuse me, not in the reverse, it's just the Hanged Man in the upright. And the Hanged Man is a card about delays. So don't, just because the Hanged Man card is coming up in your reading for the month of September 2018 doesn't mean that you can't make progress with something. It might suggest that it just might take a few tries. And you can blame it on retrograding planets. I mean, Hanged Man card coming out in your reading would suggest a delay of some sort. It goes right in line. I mean, your ruler Uranus is retrograding. Saturn's finally coming out of its retrograde on September 6th, but Pluto is going to be retrograding until September 30th. So there's still some retrograding planets hanging around. Just because planets are retrograding doesn't mean you can't make forward progress. It just feels like a little bit more of an uphill climb when the planets are retrograding. So like I said, sometimes it just takes a few more tries. Now, right above that, you have the Magician card, which is actually in the reverse. But who is this person, Aquarius? This person's actually really impressive. They make it happen. So this person they're really talented at whatever it is they do. So some of you have options, especially if you're single. It's like, some of you have this person as an option, or maybe this person's an option. But this person right here is someone who has leadership ability. That's why they're number one. They have all the tools and resources they need to make whatever they want. They have a snake on their belt. So, some of you might be tempted to get involved with this person. And, I'm just going to jump back to the life path number thing real quickly. Somebody in your life might be the life path number one. So if you want to know who's life path number one, once again, just check out the tutorial video I recorded. Just click the link above the comment section in this video. If you know someone's date of birth, you can find out if they're number one. And the outcome for the month of September 2018, Aquarius, for you is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And some of you are just Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You're just over-invested in what you're doing at work. You're just letting your work own you. It's like everything's work, all the time work, 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 work. No, I mean, Aquarius, you're the sign that rules sociability. So, you need to have social experiences in your life. You need to have fun in your life. Life can't always be about work, work, work. For others of you, you got the Queen of Pentacles right next to it. That would suggest an overinvestment in your home life, family commitments, home life commitments. Between home life commitments and, work life commitments, it's like, where's the time for the fun? You know what I mean? Where's the time where you can have some magic in your life, maybe? So I'm not saying that. Just take what's positive with this reading. It's like, just know that these are the things you need to work on. Do you need to, who can maybe alleviate some of your workload for you, maybe? You're not one to be overly committed to family situations or home life situations, but it might be showing up for you a little bit in the month of September 2018. But I think you have a lot of good stuff in the works, Aquarius. If you can just, maybe be more compassionate about a situation in your life, and, don't use your intelligence for cruel reasons. And, maybe if you make those changes, maybe if you do examine, something about yourself, then you won't have conflict, and you can get rid of that conflict that you have in your life. And there's a new moon that's going to happen on September 9th. And, I feel like, especially for those Aquarians who are single, then, this is indicative of a very, this is like more than just a regular connection. Like there's some kind of like pretty deep connection that you can make with somebody. And the way a new moon works is the new moon's going to happen on September 9th, and then the 6 months that follow September 9th, now all of a sudden new developments coming into your life regarding shared resource situations. You know, for others of you, maybe this has to do more about, like, potentially some of you have the opportunity for investment, so investing in something in the 6 months that follow September 9th. But like I said, for those of you who are single, especially, the 6 months that follow September 9th, that new moon's going to hit, there's an opportunity to form some kind of union with somebody. So that's a great opportunity for you. But I think that's all I have for you this month, Aquarius. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. If you like to read daily astrology, I write it every day. My Instagram handle is Gregory Furlan Astrology, so make sure to give me a follow there. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.